Good morning. Hi, everybody. It's me. Impromptu 14 stream today. I probably would have tried to do something a little bit more announced and like with another person, but then I remembered that I didn't finish doing the minor quest line like I said I was going to in the last episode. So I figured we'd do that now. Additionally, there's an event going on. And admittedly, it's still going on for another 11 days, so there's still time. But I figured it was probably a good idea to just knock that out as fast as possible, because otherwise, you know, things are going to be bad. So we're going to try to do at least those two things today, and then if there's still time at the end, which I'm sure there will be, I'm going to try and read off some of the Beast Tribe quests that I have cataloged here. Because, I mean, we gotta fucking get through those things at some point. I still have not taken any pictures of the Ixal ones, so... Oh, Jesus, that's gonna be bad. Anyway, hi Scoosh. Hi, everybody. I'm a little nervous right now because yesterday when I was streaming with bees, the reactive shit was not working, so I tested a little bit before stream, so hopefully it should be working now. Okay, yeah, seems to be working now. Excellent. Well, let's start with Minor, shall we? Hello, Adalberta. It's been a while. Scraw! Hi, Otaku. Getting in deep. Adalberta would like you to meet, Adalberta would like you to meet a prominent member of the mining community. Ruja, I've been searching high and low for you. You have a visitor, and no ordinary one at that. I speak of Deep Canyon, vice foreman of Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It seems word of your sizable haul of obsidian has reached his ears, and now he wishes to meet with you. I can only speculate to his intentions, I'm afraid. We haven't spoken much of late. Truth be told, I've scarcely seen him. You'd never know it, but we used to be close. Anyway, I suggest you go see the man, find out what he wants of you. He's waiting by the entrance. Well, let's go check it out. Hello, sir. You must be Ruja Lorelei. I've been waiting for you. I'm Deep Canyon, vice foreman of the concern. I must say, you're not what I was expecting. I was sure Adalberta's newest protege would be Alamegan, like every other miner this place produces these days, but I'll wager you're from even further afield, and that you're an adventurer. No offense, but in these parts, adventurers are known for being fickle buggers who break pledges like the rest of us break bread. Truth be told, I always wondered whether you lot are actually good for Ul'dah. But it seems you're not like the others. It takes more than a job in miner to deliver an order from the concern. I have a mind to assign you work, real work, but before I do, I'm obliged to test you. I want you to procure 10 ounces of cinnabar for me. Do this and we'll talk about more lucrative undertakings. Of course, a bit of cinnabar shouldn't pose much trouble for the guild's rising star. 'Tis but a formality. And speaking of formalities, be sure to tell the guildmaster about your little test. She's the one in charge around here, after all. Won't have it said that I'm undermining her authority. Get it? Undermining? Don't forget to tell the guildmaster about your little task. She's the one in charge around here, after all. And believe it or not, I would say he's actually not racist, necessarily. He's just a little prejudiced against adventurers specifically. He seems to actually be pretty okay with Alamegans, for the most part. I think. I don't know. Hi. A test from Deep Canyon, you say? I thought as much. In case you don't know, cinnabar is the mineral used to make quicksilver. It's found in certain types of rock, and you invariably need a sledgehammer to get at it. Now, I don't mean to dampen your spirits, but contrary to what you were told, cinnabar isn't easy to find. In fact, it's known to elude even experienced miners. And here you are, tasked with procuring 10 ounces of the stuff. It's safe to say this test is no mere formality. I may not be able to help you dig, but I can point you in the right direction. Search just outside the Sunrise Gate. The rocky outcrops thereabouts are known to yield cinnabar. 10 ounces may sound like nothing, but take it from me. You'll have to work for every one. This is a big task, Ruja, but I believe you're equal to it. Hey, guess what? I got them already. Back when HQ Gather amounts were a thing, man. Yeah, these quests used to suck. And honestly, they still kind of do. I want 10 ounces of cinnabar and not one less. Oh, and make it quick. I've got other commissions that want seeing too. Well, I got your cinnabar right here. This red mineral is used to create quicksilver, as well as potent sedatives. Well, well, the full amount. Congratulations, Ruja, you've passed the test. Seems you've got even more potential than I've been led to believe. This guild's no place for a lass of your talent. I'd make you my personal assistant, but sadly for you, the position's not open to adventurers. Why? Because the concern only employs those whose roots have firmly planted in Ul'dah. Our nation owes much of its prosperity to the mining trade, but more and more we see outsiders growing fat off the knowledge of our forebears. Oh, I know full well that there are decent foreigners out there who give as much as they get. Yourself, for one. But ultimately, what belongs to Ul'dah should stay in Ul'dah hands. Okay, never mind, you're right, he's racist. Of course, the current guildmaster doesn't share our way of thinking, which is something I dare say we'll need to see about correcting before long. Might be his business is good, but 'tis better to be short-handed than to watch outsiders make off with our wealth. Sure thing, man. But we're talking about you, Ruja. You've proven yourself capable, and the concern will have more work for you in the coming days. Depend on it. Before I go, here's some free advice for me. Pay attention to your gear. You look like shit, kid. What you wear and wield affects how you work. Even a decent pair of gloves can make a world of difference, take my word for it. These things cost money, 'tis true, but what's the price of a pair of gloves compared to the untold wealth that lies out there, waiting to be dug up? Bugger all, that's what. And on that note, I'll be off. Don't doubt we'll meet again soon, assuming you stick with the trade long enough, that is. Give me my funny rocks that I can sell for a pittance. A pittance is a good word, isn't it? It's not one you get to use often, but still a good word. Old wisdom, new ways. Adalberta has a mind to teach you about materia. Ah, Ruja, I hear you passed the Vice Foreman's test. Well done. I never doubted you'd manage it, but I'm proud of you all the same. Tell me, did Deep Canyon have any words of advice for you, by any chance? I see. In case you're wondering, the Vice Foreman used to be a miner himself. Well, yeah, most people are. But then when they turn 18, then they're considered an adult. But more than that, he used to be my mentor. My father was a miner too, but he died in a cave-in when I was but a child. The guild's been a home to me since, and its members my family. I grew up here, watching girls sing and dance on that very stage. I even joined them for a while. It seemed the best way to please my adopted family. I didn't want to become a miner back then, you see. After what happened to my father, I could scarcely face the thought of spending a moment underground, never mind a lifetime. Not that the stage suited me much better. Which left what, exactly? Having been surrounded by miners for as long as I could remember, I began to wonder if I truly belonged among them. I even considered leaving. It was then that one of the guild's brightest and best took me by the hand and showed me the joys of mining. I speak, of course, of Deep Canyon. By the way, saying this is canon, by the way, Adalbert is a lesbian because she grew up watching adult dancers dance in this very room. Just letting you know. Anyway, he taught me everything he knew, which was a great deal, and the more I learned of mining, the closer I felt to my father. I owed a lot to Deep Canyon, despite how things turned out. But I'm rambling. I only meant to tell you that the man knows what he's talking about, when it comes to mining, at least. Now, it's high time I taught you something. You are here to learn, after all. It concerns the Vice Foreman's advice to you. He speaks true. A miner who neglects their gear can't hope to work to his full potential. In the past, if you wanted to improve your gear, you had little choice but to replace it. But these days, we have materia. By your confused expression, I take it you're not familiar with the stuff. Well, first of all, you can't see my expression. Second of all, that's just what my face looks like all the time. Well, then I reckon a lesson is in order. Simply put, materia is a kind of crystal that enhances the properties of equipment it's attached to. The attachment process is fairly simple, but that wasn't always the case. Time was you needed substances called catalysts, and digging the stuff up once formed a healthy part of a miner's workday. Now, even though no one needs the catalysts anymore, there's still educational merit in the gathering. To that end, I want you to try your hand at mining a variety of it, namely Grade 1 carbonized matter. 15 fragments ought to do it. You'll have the best luck searching around the Deneville checkpoint over in Middle Enosha. Oh, and you'll most definitely need your sledgehammer. Okay. How goes your search for carbonized matter? But don't forget, it's 15 fragments I want. Grade 1 carbonized matter, naturally occurring coal infused with dark matter. Here's a question, actually. I'm curious. Nah, shit doesn't. It's literally useless item. Except for this one quest. Aye, 15, precisely 15 fragments of grazed 1 carbonized matter. Well done, Ruja. Now, I expect you're keen to learn about materia. Well, the first thing I should tell you is that it's not been around for long. In Eorzea, at least. Knowledge of it only came to our shore a few years back. The process of enhancing equipment goes something like this. First, you take well-worn gear and extract materia from it. Don't ask me how. You then take the materia and attach it to the item you want to enhance. It's this procedure, known as melding, that once required catalysts like the kind you brought me. I should mention at this point that the actual task of melding is something only skilled disciples of the hand should attempt. That's weavers, goldsmiths, and so on. These people used to depend on us disciples of the land to supply them with catalysts. Then, catalyst-free melding was discovered, and we lost not a small source of work, but that's just progress for you, and I try to be happy for it. Now, there's various kinds of materia, each offering unique benefits. And as I'm sure you've guessed, some of them can be exceedingly useful to miners. It's these which I recommend you seek out. Once you've found a materia you like, you need to ask a friendly disciple of the hand to do the melding for you, like your friend Dalen. He's been around. I'm sure there's one among your acquaintances. I just mentioned him, in fact. Or you could do it yourself, I guess. Sorry, I'm eating a cookie. Hang on. There we go. Water from stone. Adalberta needs you to take on the work of an indisposed guild member. Ruja, you couldn't have come at a better time. What type of cookie? Sugar cookie. Frosted sugar cookie. One of those really, like, flaky kinds. But I love them. They're super messy, though. Crumbs everywhere. You could have come at a better time. One of our number has taken ill, you see, and I need somebody to handle the work assigned to him. Tell me, are you familiar with effervescent water? Alchemists use it to make a substance called natron. And bacon use natron for leavening, that is, raising dough. Without it, there'd be no ginger cookies, crumpets, bloodcurrant tarts. As you may have gathered, I'm fond of the odd sweet or three. Of course, effervescent water is good for more than just baking. A lot of miners ask for a drop of it in their drinks. Makes the stronger stuff more refreshing, you see. And let me tell you, there's nothing better to wash away the dust of a hard day's mining. But you didn't come here to hear my thoughts on food and drink. You came to here to learn about mining. And so you shall, by procuring some effervescent water for me. The Alchemist's Guild needs 15 bottles of the stuff, and urgently. They couldn't stress that enough. From what I can make out, they themselves are scrambling to fulfill an urgent order from Natron for the Bismarck in Limsa Lominsa. It's one of Eorzea's finest restaurants, in case you didn't know. You know, in case you didn't do like a full quest line there or something. Anyway, you'd best get going. You'll need to work fast to make up for all the time I wasted chattering about sweets and grog. Oh, and you'll have the best luck mining around Buscaran's Scar over in the Black Shroud. 15 bottles of effervescent water quick as you can, and remember, you're like to find it in Buscaran's Scar over in Gridania's South Shroud. Saw water today. Effervescent. Naturally sparkling bottled, water bottled at the source. Right in the nick of time. My thanks, Ruja. I'll see to it that these are sent over immediately. But before I do, I should probably expand a bit on what we were talking about earlier. Specifically the part about mixing spirits with effervescent water. See, I wasn't lying that when I told you a lot of folks find the combination refreshing. It is refreshing. In fact, adding a bit of bubbly water makes the stuff go down so easily you'd be careful to not drink yourself under the table. I say this partly for your own good, and partly because the lad whose task you just took care of wasn't careful. Daft Sod threw up right where you're standing. Oh, but it didn't end there. He then slipped on his own puke and split his head open on the bar on his way down. Suffice it to say, he won't be working for a while. Thankfully, you took up the slack, and all is well with the guild once more. I could do with a few more like you, Ruja. Keep up the good work, you hear? Could you maybe not have told me that before I stood on the place where the puke was? Maybe, next time? That would have been nice. I don't want to stand on puke floor. That cat girl is naked. Don't look at her. It's very rude to look at people when they're changing. Just like that scene from Kill la Kill, where the lady goes, "There's a lady changing in here. Get out, you peasant," or whatever it is. Lady, you're still... Hang on, there we go. Okay. Obsidian race. Adalberta has a mind to assign you a challenging commission. Okay, I'm just gonna block her with the chat. There we go. Block her with my... Okay, there we go. Ruja, just the person I was about to send for you. Just the person I was about to send for you. That's what I was looking for. There's an order I want your help with, see. It comes from the Gladiators Guild via the Vice Foreman himself. You recall the time I had you procure obsidian? Well, this time I need you to find Wyvern obsidian, which is a good deal rarer. How rare, you ask? Let's just say I've handled the stuff no more than a dozen times in my life. So yes, it'll be a bugger to find. But don't worry, you won't be working alone. It just so happens one of your guildmates has volunteered for the task. And considering how difficult it's like to be, I've decided to have the two of you work together. Your partner's name is Wide Gully, and he's waiting for you on the far side of the stage. Go over and introduce yourself, and he'll tell you everything you need to know. Run along now. Oh, and good luck. You must be Ruja, Guildmaster's pet. I've heard much and more about you. They tell me you've got talent. Trouble is, you're an adventurer, and anyone with an ounce of sense knows adventurers can't be trusted. Adalberta's solely mistaken if she thinks you're any different. Likewise, she's solely mistaken if she thinks I'm going to help you find 15 chunks of Wyvern obsidian. I'd sooner fall on my own pickaxe than see you take the credit for my hard work. That said, I'm not to risk getting kicked out of the guild for disobeying a direct order. Luckily, there's other ways to handle this. Is it said at this point what happened to Adalberta's birth family? We know that her dad died in a mining accident, and women aren't important enough to mention, so hopefully that helps. What do you say to a contest? It's nigh on as good as cooperating, and so long as the client gets what he wants, Adalberta won't have cause to complain, will she? So here's the deal. We mine for Wyvern obsidian separately, and whoever brings back the better haul, that's to say, the purer haul, is the winner. Simple, yes? Now that we both know I've been doing this a lot longer than you, and I won't have it that I said that I trounced a novice. So I'll make this interesting. I'll give you as long as you want. For all the good it'll do you. Oh, and you can even go talk to the client if you like. His name's Hrodger, and you'll find him outside the Gladiators Guild. Might be as he can tell you something useful. I'm a duck mother? Finally. I'm the MILF now. Take all the time you want. You can even try talking to Hrothgar, though I doubt he'll be of any help. It's true, those guys are is a half-finished race. Why would you want to play as a half-finished race? Play as a Viera. They're 75% finished, and their emotes suck. Anyway, please take care of my ducklings. I'm busy streaming. Turn on one of those turn on like just Subway Surfer videos. That'll distract them for a while. Hi, Roger. Hi, I'm Roger. What can I do for you? Got yourself into a contest with Wide Gully, you say? Oof, I don't envy you, miss. I don't know much about mining myself, but I do know Wide Gully as good as his job. Can't be Deep Canyon's son without knowing a thing or two about being a miner. Anyway, I have no idea whose idea this contest of yours was, but it means I get goods of better quality. You won't hear any complaints from me. Now, you wanted to ask me about Wyvern obsidian, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you what little I know, but remember, I'm a gladiator, not a miner. Saying that, I haven't graced the blood sands for a while. It took a nasty blow to the knee, you see. Rest assured, the fellow that dealt it got far worse. Anyway, I'm all mended and ready to make my return. I want it to be glorious, something that'll be sung by the bards. So I thought a shiny new sword was in order. There's nothing like a plumed orc, Makahoot. Sorry, hang on, I'm gonna get this one right. Makuahutil. Makuahutil? A really hard word for me to say, I apologize. But it's a really cool word, and it's a really cool sword. To draw a crowd. Why? Because it doesn't have a single piece of metal in it. Makuhutime don't as a rule. Aye, not a speck of metal, but if you wield it right, the shards of Wyvern obsidian embedded in the blade will cut armor like a hot knife through butter. But I'm rambling. You want to know where to find this stuff, not what I plan to do with it. I vaguely recall a conversation I had with a miner a while back. We were talking about a really hard word. Oh, did I mention that's what you call more than one, that really hard word? Where was I? Oh, yeah, we were talking about that really hard word, and the fellow said that he'd previously dug up Wyvern obsidian around Thal's Respite in eastern Thanalan. And that's all I know. Hope it helps. You still here? Listen, I don't mind you having this little contest, but I'd like my Wyvern Obsidian before my next bout, if it's all the same to you. Well, I've got them all. I just teleported there. Was the wound from an arrow? It probably was not from an arrow. It was probably from a sword, because I don't think they let you fight with bow and arrow. Well, maybe they do. Gladiator Guild is weird. Or the Blood Sands are weird. You can have whatever, you can pick whatever weapons you want, as long as at least one of them is a sword. Hey man, I got them. Look at how high quality they are. Makwa Whittle. Okay, I believe that. You've sent me a video. I'm not gonna watch that right now, though. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're having trouble finding a paltry 15 chunks of Wyvern Obsidian. Nope. A hard variety of obsidian, said to have been formed in the flames of a wyvern's breath. As we all know, Thanalan is, you know, has lots of dragons in it. Although, I don't know, are wyverns dragons? I know there's been some debate on that by scholars in the real world. Oh, managed to scrape together the required amount, did you? Well then, let's see your sorry specimens, just for the sake of formality. Ooh, bugger me! They're black as night, like Batman. Some of the purest stuff I've ever seen. How in the seven hells did you find these? You, a mere adventurer. I'm loath to admit it, but your obsidian's superior to mine. Well, it might be as you've bested me on quality, but there's more to being a miner than that. You need to be able to give the client what he wants, and when he wants it. In other words, you need speed. Without it, quality counts for naught. I was by far the faster man, so we'll call it a draw. Interesting. Made a clip, but I pressed enter too soon, but it's just titled OPG XD, and then a link that you can't send. If you want to DM it, if you want to DM the link to me, I can post it in chat, Remy. Because I don't know if I have any mods currently in the building right now. Oh no, Piop is here, I think. I don't know if they're listening right now, but White Gully, the contest was specifically about purity. We should know. You told us the rules. I was by far the faster man, so we'll call it a draw, but mark my words, I best you next time, both on speed and quality. Yeah, sure. I'll see to it that the obsidian gets to Hrodgar. In the meantime, why don't you go tell the guildmaster about it? I care not what you say. I want to see if there's any snarky comments about this. No, you know, it doesn't even mention that he called it a draw in the quest notebook. Your character's like, nah, it's not worth mentioning. Fuck it. Alright, here it is. There. OPG, official product thing, I don't know. Ah, Ruja, how did you find working with White Gully? What? He challenged you to a contest? As if the task wasn't difficult enough. I'm terribly sorry, Ruja, that was hardly fair of him. He's a born miner. Everybody's born a miner, you fucking idiot. What's that? You beat him? Truly? But he's one of the guild's very best. Well done, girl. Huh? He claimed he was faster, did he? Well, speed is important, but Wide Gully set the rules, and by those rules, you won fair and square. You've come a long way, Ruja. A long way. You make me proud to be your mentor. At the same time, though, I must admit that the miner in me can't help feeling some envy. But it's that which keeps a veteran like me on my toes, lights a fire in my belly. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Keep doing what you're doing, Ruja, and I'll do my damnedest to keep up. Ha-ha! I love Adalberta. She's great. Also, I don't know if it's ever going to be brought up in this quest line, and this is also something that isn't brought up in, like, that was only brought up in a previous version of the Make It Rain event, which is the event that's live right now. But Adalberta and Miela, the guildmaster of the Gladiators Guild, are childhood friends. And if you ask me, they are also dating, because Miela's only other prospect for romance is a fucking loser. Amethysts are forever. Do you guys? I can't remember. Can you guys possibly think of anything that we might be getting today for this quest? What item we might need? Anyway, that naked cat girl isn't here anymore, so I don't have to cover her up. Adalberta has an order she would like you to handle. Good to see you again, Ruja. You'll be pleased to know that Hrodger was deeply impressed with the obsidian you got for him. More so than that, he was impressed that you bested Wide Gully in the contest. 'Tis no ordinary miner who can outdo the vice foreman's own son. Lest you wonder, I knew full well who Wide Gully's father was when I tried to pair you both up. I also know for a fact he has his sights on my position. There are some who whisper in my ear that I should expel him from the guild, but I can't help think that is short-sighted. After all, it's hardly a crime to want to be guildmaster. What's more, Wide Gully is a tremendously gifted miner, and I'm not the business of punishing excellence. To be sure, I'm still better overall, but I'm not above admitting there are certain areas in which he's more knowledgeable. I tell you this because you'll need to speak with him again for your next task. We've received an order for 20 raw amethysts, you see, and none among us know more about the stones than he does. Now, I realize you two didn't exactly get off on the right foot with Wide Gully, but the two of you are guildmates, and guildmates help one another no matter their differences. You hear that, you fucking baby? Here, I'll say it again, in front of your face. Strolling on over, bold as you please, after humiliating me the other day. You've got some gall, adventurer. I thought you said it was a draw, buddy. Are you saying I won? Retroactively? I mean, I'll take it. I know why you're here. I heard about the order of raw amethysts, too. No doubt you're wondering where to find them, and you're after my hard-earned knowledge. Well, I'll gladly share it with you. Why so obliging, you ask? Because the knowledge ain't gonna be worth a damn to you, that's why. You'll find all the raw amethysts you can carry near Hopeseed Pond over in Central Shroud. The problem has to do with the beasties inhabiting the place more than aught else. Can you guys hear that in the background, by the way? Why every day? Every day this shit happens. A screaming child? Yes. It sounds like a valve is leaking somewhere, dude. Do I go say something? Because, like, this is getting ridiculous, man. It's really bad. Anyway, lindworms, stropers, sprites, screaming children. I hear tell even jaded Jody's made her home there. Even Raubon would have trouble taking a stroll through that neck of the woods. I do not think that's true. Let alone a common adventure playing at minor. I don't expect to see you back here with 20 hairs on your head, much less 20 of them stones. Hey man, are you aware of the ability called Sneak? Is the window open? No, everything is closed. Isn't that crazy? You can hear him through all that. The walls are thin, and also there is like a really big gap at the top and bottom of my door. Alright, so either this, so one of two things is either going to happen. Either somebody is going to shut that fucking kid up, it might be me, or the kid is going to scream so much that they lose their voice, and then we win. However, that could take hours. So a bit, yeah, but it's summer in midday. Yeah, sure is. He does this every day. 1 second. All right, I'm gonna go open my door and look out and see if there's anybody there, and then I'm gonna throw something at them. There was nobody in the hallway, so I can't throw anything at anybody. However, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of paper that says, shut your children up, and then tape it to their door, because I'm so fucking sick of this shit, dude. But I'll do that later. For now, you're just gonna have to deal with the screaming child. I apologize in advance. It's insane that you can still hear it. I have like 15 different noise canceling shit on right now in my on my mic. Like I have a voice mod turned on right now that lowers background noise. I have just like 6 million possible things that could be stopping you people from hearing that, but it's still coming through. How is that possible? Hey man, you'll find your raw amethysts. Let's see how much you're willing to whisk for 20 of them. Hey man, I'm a level 64 scholar. An uncut, unpolished stone containing what appears to be amethyst. Bugger me! You mine these amethysts? I can't believe you made it past all them nasty creatures. Something to put through the gaps of the door. That's also probably a good idea. I need to figure out what would be a good thing to do for that. Like, just do I like plastic bags maybe? Because I have a shitload of those. Just like shove those in the. Anyway. There might be as a time I stop being so surprised. You goddamn adventurers come through more often than I care to admit. Noise dampening foam things they put on the wall of studios and the like. Okay, so here's the thing. I actually looked into that. The problem is I can't, the only way those could be hung on the walls would probably be mounting them like with screws and stuff, and I can't do that in my apartment. 2, those things are like $150 a pop at the cheapest, and I would need many to cover the walls, and I do not have that kind of money. So, I don't know. Until I get the chance to get some duct tape over this kid's mouth, and it's the best it's gonna be. Any road, it's one thing to find the amethysts, but do you even know aught about them, their properties, what they represent? Thought not. And that's why this contest is my win. Well, here's a free lesson. Someone sent a few to your brother through Throne. They sent 150 like things of noise dampening foam to your brother through Throne? Shit, I've been using that thing wrong the whole time. Holy shit. Or did you mean like duct tape or screaming children through Throne? Because if so, once again, I'm using the thing wrong, I think. I just put like Yu-Gi-Oh products on there. And then the one person who told me to use Throne has never done anything for me with it. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, these things. Yeah, that might be worth looking into. Yeah, I'll have to keep this in mind. Thank you, Remy. I don't think it was 150, but there were several items. That's fair. Nobody ever sends me shit. Not that they should. I don't need it. Amethysts are lightning aspected gemstones, prized as embodiments of calmness, decisiveness, and intuition. In coming back with such a large haul of them, it would seem you've got all these things. I might have been hasty to pass judgment. The more I see you work, the more I see why the Guildmaster's so fond of you. I'd send you shit if I had disposable income. Hey, trust me, like, my kitchen would be well equipped. My kitchen is too small to be well equipped. I would love to have more things to like do baking and stuff. Because once again, my dream job right now, like, after taking a long hard look at my own abilities and like what I can do and my work ethic too, I'm like, I think the best job for me is like house husband. Like that should be my job. For like a 20-figure wife, just house husband making shit all day. I think that's probably my best career choice. So like I should learn to bake. But my kitchen sucks right now, so I can't do that. Anyway. Ingesting Way of the House Husband? Oh, you know I'm on that shit. Don't even worry about that. Never imagined an adventurer like you would give me my toughest competition, and I was learned better than that, to take every adversary earnestly. Seems I'll have to redouble my efforts if I'm to secure my place as best in the business. Why don't you go worry about the precious amethysts you bought? I'll see them. Don't you worry about the precious amethysts you bought. I'll see them safe to the guild's stores. I look forward to our next contest, adventurers. That's when I'll drive the pickaxe home that I am the better miner. Well, yeah, I'm way older than 18. I'm a Vieira. We lived for a while. Don't ask me how old I am, though. Both because A, it's like a rude to ask a lady that, but also B, I don't actually know because I haven't worked that out in Rouge's lore. I don't know. I haven't actually decided how old she is yet. To die for. Adalberta would like to entrust you with a difficult task. Have you heard, Rouge? The latest tally has you tied up with Wide Gully as the guild's highest earner. You started as a novice with a rusty pickaxe, and now you're one of our stoutest pillars. You truly have come a long way, my friend. I find myself turning to you more often for difficult orders, the bulk of which have been coming from Deep Canyon. As you should well know from past expeditions, these tend to entail going to dangerous locales. I'm loath to put my people in harm's way, but the concern owns us, in truth if not in name. It'll be ill done to refuse their requests, no matter how onerous. But just this once I've a mind to just do that. I can't in good consciousness order you to a wild place like Corthus merely for the sake of 20 pieces of jade. Aye, that's what Deep Canyon is requesting this time, and if I have to send someone, you've rightly proven the best candidate, but you should understand how risky the endeavor. Think long and hard before you do something we both regret. While you're mulling it over, though, I should let you know that Wide Gully wanted a word. You'll find him in the usual place. You know, like 12 feet that way. Hey, buddy. What is it this time? I take it you've heard about the job, and I can tell from the look in your eyes that you're already on board with giving it a go. When you come back with the amethyst that last time, I came to realize something. A true miner must be prepared to risk life and limb for his prize. Is that? I don't think that's true, actually. I feel like that's a really bad thing for a miner to do. If you're a miner, then you should, like, stay safe so you can grow up. You know? It just doesn't seem like a good idea. Mining for jade at no less a place than Haldrath's March in Corthus would be the perfect way to put my conviction to the proof. I challenge you to another contest. The first to find 20 pieces of jade and deliver them to Adalberta's the winner, the superior miner by all objective measures. Okay, I'm done. I understand Wide Gully has challenged you again. I know the temptation to seek out victory whatever the cost, but winning isn't everything. You do what's right for you, Rouge. Here's the jade, an uncut, unpolished stone containing what appears to be jade. Holy shit, how did you do that fast? By the 12, this is the jade. And such fine samples, too. Congratulations are in order. You've won the contest. Adalberta is a good mentor. Yeah, she's probably one of the best ones, honestly. Jesus Christ, child. By default, that is. My favorite way to win. Wide Gully never got his 20 pieces, you see. As he went about his work, he lowered his guard and was attacked by a fell fiend. His wounds are such that it was all he could do to run to safety. He's whole of body, if somewhat worse for wear. He's like to be out of action for a while. Is there a dog as well? Nope, it's just the child. If there was a dog, you could be sure that it is going crazy because of the shrillness of this child's voice. There is actually a cat in our building, though. I've never met it, but I've seen it in the window, and I've made noises at it, but it never notices me. And I don't think it's allowed out of their apartment, so, like, I can't pet it, but it's cute, and I like that cat. But that's not the worst of it. More than the wounds you can see, I worry for his state of mind. He saw you as a rival to surpass, but he ended up losing in a contest he himself devised. A third time in a row. That kind of disappointment is enough to break most people. Trust me, I know. But I pray that Wide Gully has the strength to get back on his feet and take up the pickaxe once more. It'd be a shame to lose one so gifted. Let us return to the matter before us, though. I wasn't exaggerating about the quality of this jade. Its purity and strength allow you to see why it's thought of as the embodiment of immortality. Sounds like a fucking loser of a miner. Yeah, I can understand kind of like where he's coming from, though. He's like a gifted child miner, where he was like told all his life that he's super good at mining. And so the first time he does something that like or the first time he tries a bit of mining that like he isn't good at, he's just like, nope, can't do it. And like he's not, or the first time he tries something and he's not good at it, he tries it and he's like, nope, can't do it. I'm giving up. I'm not projecting at all, trust me. Since ancient times, man has chosen to adorn his tools and garb with it. Imbuing yourself with the everlasting is certainly an attractive notion. And no one is more aware of that tradition than Wide Gully. It's for the very reason I intend to create for him a gift of jade. The stone bears my hopes that he will rise again, no matter how often the spinner might see fit to test him and bring him to his knees. Not immediately good at this, and therefore I cannot do it. Correct. That is my Wide Gully's mentality. Gully of Woes. It sounds like he maybe is not doing too good. Adalberta has a personal favor to ask of you. Ah, Ruja, I was hoping you'd come by. I need your help with something. It concerns Wide Gully. He's recovered from the wounds suffered in Corthus, despite the fact that it happened like 2 minutes ago, and resumed his mining for the guild. Wonderful news to be sure, but one thing yet troubles me. You see, Wide Gully has been taken on far more tasks than a single man should. Some attribute his newfound fervor to the sting of losing that ill-conceived jade contest, but I still suspect there's more to this tale. I tried to broach the subject with him, but he's as stubborn as an oryx, insisting it's not but my imagination. But I know there's something, and where I've failed, you might succeed. Strange though this may seem, you're the closest thing he has to a friend here. So I beg you, Ruja, speak with Wide Gully and try to learn what ails him. Do what you can to ease his burdens. Hey, buddy. Sucking it up, huh? No doubt Adalberta sent you. She's been on me something fierce since I came back. But it doesn't matter why you're here or at whose request. The simple truth is I need your help. I've got a secret that would sure to bring some great shame on my family, but I need to tell someone. And I know that you're an honest sort. Ledgers at the concern have been tampered with, and I'm being credited for work I didn't do. Wasn't keen on believing it, but the culprit is my own father. I first suspected something was off when I received my last evaluation. I know better than anyone what I do around here, and I knew I wasn't working that much. I looked over at the concern's records of its dealing with the guild, and sure as day I found some right damning evidence. Didn't know whether to laugh or cry. I never wanted to say that I had a leg up in the guild because I'm the vice foreman's son. If I was to succeed, I wanted it to be by my own hands. Learning that my old man was falsifying my accomplishments was like a punch to the gut. And that's why I've been working so feverishly of late. By fulfilling enough orders, I'm hoping to turn my father's lies into truth. But I've taken more and more jobs than I've got hands to juggle them with. So like I said, adventurer, I need your help. I'd say I'm swallowing my pride to ask you this, but I've got no pride left. Whatever happens from here on out, I'm a miner first and foremost, and I just want to do my job. Right now, the order giving me the biggest headache is for 20 chunks of electrum ore. You can find the stuff south of Camp Bronze Lake over in Upper Lenosha. Please hurry. And thanks. Hey man, I got it. Have you got me the 20 chunks of electrum ore yet? In case you've forgotten, you'll find them south of Camp Bronze Lake over in Upper Lenosha. Please hurry. No. Here it is. A decent-sized piece of rock containing the precious metal electrum. Electrum these nuts. I couldn't have mined better or myself. You've done me a great kindness. Gratitude rolls queerly off my lips, does it? Well, Pride Month is over. Mayhap that's something that comes more natural with time. 'Twas only my pride that held it back before. Oh wow, the joke just keeps going, huh? And as I've said, I've not of that left. 'Cause Pride Month is over. Wrath Month, yeah. They call me Wrath Gully. I have to work harder than ever now to make up my fictionalized accomplishments more than just ink on parchment. And now as of now, I'm a fraud. Plain and simple. Not unlike this electrum, really. 'Tis impure stuff, gold mixed up with silver and other metals. It's Disability Pride Month now, exactly. What am I saying? That comparison ain't fair to electrum. At least this alloy is worth something. Excuse me, coughing. You see, when refined, electrum takes on an opulent whitish hue not seen in other metals, and there are certain things that can't be made without it, so it's prized by crafters. No, if I'm liking myself to any metal, it'd have to be common brass. Stuff's pretty enough to look at when polished, but worth little and less. I had dreams of being special. A one-of-a-kind type miner, everyone respected, but now I just... Enough of this brooding. I hate myself as it is. No need to add being a whiny sop to my list of failings. You saved my hide today, Ruja, and I'll find a way to repay the debt. Mark my words. Man, he's had a real turnaround. Good for you, buddy. I'm proud of you. It's the final mission. Canyon of Regret. Adalberto is gravely concerned for the fate of an old friend. Ruja, thank the gods you're here. Wide Gully. He's gone and filed a complaint against his father to Concern, citing an abuse of power. It has forced Deep Canyon into a difficult position, to say the least. And though the two of us haven't exactly seen eye to eye of late, I still owe the man a great debt. I would go to him and offer what aid I could, but he's like to spurn even the attempt. I know full well I've already asked of you, but I would be eternally grateful if you'd lend Deep Canyon aid in my stead. To get started, it might be see what best possessed his son to inform on his own flesh and blood. Hi. Here at the Guildmaster's bidding again. Well, I see no reason not to tell you about the situation. You know most everything, any road. My old man was foisted in dangerous jobs on the Guild, forcing its members to risk life and limb for his own agenda. If that ain't the very definition of abuse, I don't know what is. You yourself were on the receiving end of this, I'm sure you'll recall. The last quest is as far as I've done, so I look forward to seeing the rest of this quest. I've enjoyed the story so far. Yeah, I like them. The early A Realm Reborn, like Crafter and Miner, or Crafter and Gatherer quests aren't the greatest, but there's some good shit mixed in there. Kin or no, I couldn't stand by and watch my guildmates being used like pawns in his game, so I went to the Concern's upper management and filed a complaint. The armor smith is like the best one, I will say, because you get to see Merleweb shoot her own men, which is very funny. He hasn't said a word to me since, but I'd have a guess that he might be willing to speak with you. You've certainly done your fair share for the guild. He's out by the entrance right now, in case you want to hear his side of the story. If you're wondering why my father vanished too, he's been summoned to an inquest. The chairman of the Concern himself, Master Feargeese, will be in attendance, and that's just the beginning. The chief's foreman's sons will be present as well. The twins Popokuli and Sesaruka. It'll be a sight to behold. All the guild's top players in one spot, and it won't go easy for him, you can be sure of that. Oh yeah, making a fool of Lolorito is also definitely very fun, especially considering what happens later. It's been some time, Ruja. You're doubtless here as regards my son's accusations. Well, it's just as he claims. Now, this ain't gonna spare me what's coming, but I had a reason for my actions. Vengeance. I was supposed to become master of the Miners Guild. Everyone knew I had the best claim, but Adalberto robbed me of the honor. Me, the man who taught her nigh everything she knows about her trade. She went behind my back and conspired with her predecessor, and then Fancy who ended up being chosen to lead. By way of payback, ever since I became vice foreman, I've strided to make Adalberta's life harder than trying to mine with a dull pickaxe. Classic father behavior. All those outrageous demands to make her look incompetent. At the same time, I went about ensuring my son was well placed to take over as guildmaster. My plan was to bear fruit too, till you came along and ruined it by being my son's better. By your expression, I take it you're doubtful of the tale. Well, you need only ask her Geo Guildmaster. She can vouch for everything I've said. I'm leaving. Yeah, we have met those twins before. Actually, do you have anything else to say now? No. What did you miss, Scoosh? Well, you missed basically learning that Deep Canyon admitted to basically foisting incredibly dangerous tasks on the Miners Guild, specifically because he wanted to make Adalberto look incompetent, because he thinks that she stole the seat of Guildmaster of the Miners Guild from him. What? Deep Canyon believes I cheated him out of becoming Guildmaster? That's not it at all. I never aspired to this position. Gods, I was only an Alamigan refugee working as hard as I could to get by. I never even dreamed that I could rise as I did. And I suspected even less that it was the self-same dedication to my work that would lead me to me being chosen. If I had known that accepting the mantle would tear us apart... Lamenting the past won't avail us. I only know that I wouldn't be where I am without the man. I can't allow this misunderstanding to cost Deep Canyon everything. I simply couldn't bear it. I'm not sure there's aught we can still do for him at this point, but we must try. Listen, Wide Gully is the one who filed the complaint. If you were to throw your own weight behind some of my concerns, then maybe he could yet do something. Please, Ruja, it would mean so much. Hey, man. Adalberta wants to help my old man? Truth be told, it ain't my wish to see his career destroyed neither. I only wanted to teach him a lesson, make him know he can't just use people for his own ends. But now that the concern knows, it's been taken out of my hands. In their eyes, my father's actions have jeopardized relations with the Miners Guild, and nothing could be worse. So they've given him a test. If he's to remain vice foreman, he must prove at the inquest that he still has the confidence of the guild. Deep Canyon was the one who took Adalberta in, yes. She's essentially his adopted daughter. And Wide Gully would technically then be her adopted brother. And they're no interested in no words. They want hard evidence. That is to say, they're demanding someone from the guild show him loyalty by going and digging up 3 of the toughest damn chunks of ore there is to find. Dark steel. Problem is, he's got no allies on the guild, on account of his own behavior. I certainly don't qualify for the task, being his son, and Adalberta can't do it neither, because she's the bleeding guildmaster. That's just how it works. This leaves you, Ruja. We don't have much time before the inquest begins, so you'll have to hurry. And I wasn't exaggerating before. Darksteel's elusive as all hells, located in the snowy reaches of Corothus and nowhere else. To actually find the stuff, you'll first need to use your Truth of Mountains technique to locate unspoiled mineral deposits. Then, and gods know why, you'll have to survive a night in the cold for the deposits to reveal themselves. Finally, you dig, and you pray. When you have enough chunks of Darksteel ore, take them to Adalberta. I'll make sure she knows what's going on. Bye! Damn, my man is henching. Wide Gully's told me all about the situation. Be sure you bring the Darksteel ore as soon as you've got it. Now, I feel this bears mentioning, but regarding how to go about obtaining the ore, it may sound ridiculous, but it's exactly as Wide Gully says. You'll need endurance to survive a night in Corothus, and the technique of Truth Mountains to locate unspoiled mineral deposits 12 feet away. Look, I got them. In fact, I've got 74 of them. I forgot I had this many. A decent-sized piece of rock containing the metal Darksteel. Incredible, Ruja. Your talents are truly boundless. Hopefully these will suffice to spare Deep Canyon. But let's make haste to the inquest. Wide Gully is already on his way. There's the twins! Their sister isn't here, though. She's busy. Well, did you get a guild member to bring you your Darksteel ore? Because make no mistake, Deep Canyon, if you came to this inquest empty-handed, we will end you. We will fucking kill you. Your time with the concern will be just a memory. Sister was on the left? Oh, was she? I didn't see. Well... We have the ore right here, procured by Ruja Lorelei of the Miners Guild. Oh yeah, you're right, there she is. Why is she here, by the way? I don't think she works for the Miners Guild, does she? Or the Concern, even. I think she's just, like, here. I also like that she got off the chair, because, like, I feel like she'd be able to see it better standing up. 12 be good, she isn't lying. This is Darksteel and some of the finest I've ever seen. No ordinary miner that can find Darksteel, let alone stuff that looks this good. Seems your reputation is well earned. That said, we're hardly here to question your ability, though I find myself wondering as to your motives. Why did you bring the ore? Aye, I know the same. Why stick your neck out for him? He's given you nothing but trouble. What in the 7 hells are you trying to pull, Adalberta? I don't need anyone's pity, yours least of all. I'm not here to give you my pity, but to clear up the misunderstanding between us. Misunderstanding? Listen to me, Deep Canyon. I never wanted to become Guildmaster. The responsibility was thrust upon me, and there was naught to be done for it. Gods, when my name was being bandied about for the position, my first instinct was to take myself out of consideration. I spoke to the Guildmaster in private, as you say, but it wasn't to connive against you, it was to give up my claim. You expect me to believe that? If I had truly betrayed you back then, why would I have bothered to come here? But if that's true, then everything I've done, by the 12 to have taken this so far... You didn't want to admit defeat, Father. Adalberta beat you out on her own merits. You knew this in your heart, but you refused to accept it. In your pride, you convinced yourself that she betrayed you. By doing so, you only validated why you were passed over for Guildmaster in the first place. Please, Father, let go of the past. Accept that you were beaten, as I have with Ruja, and let's start over. You have it in you to do so, Deep Canyon, to begin anew. I know of your love for mining more than anyone. If you would be willing to try again, I promise you the Guild's full cooperation. Full cooperation? Are you sure about this? Aye, I would leave the past where it belongs, in the past. The Guild wants only to look forward and continue working with the concern. Ruja was the biggest victim in this whole affair, and yet she is willing to give Deep Canyon another chance. She wouldn't have brought the Darksteel ore otherwise. That's well and good, but what about you? Can you really forget everything he's done? I can. Above all else, I miss my old friend and mentor. To get him back, I would forgive much and more. Adalberta. Well, I'm inclined to lay this matter to rest. Any objections, say? If you're satisfied, brother, then so am I. Then it is settled. Vice Foreman Deep Canyon, by request of the Miners Guild, you shall retain your present office at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Through hard work, I trust that you will make amends for past transgressions. I was wondering if he was even ever going to speak, but he did. Also, it's nice that the twins were able to compose themselves. I suppose their sister, the sister wasn't in danger this time, so they were normal about it. I'm full glad that it's over, Ruja. I would have word with you in private. Would you mind returning to the guild with me? To the guild with me. That's the one. Are you sure this is private? There's literally a dude standing right next to you. Okay. I asked you so that I might thank you properly. Had you not been on hand to help, Deep Canyon's career would have ended prematurely and in disgrace. Worse, I might have lost my dear friend forever. I owe you a debt that I'll likely never be able to repay. But look at you. In no time at all, you've grown into a miner who can make the earth yield up even Darksteel ore. The rarest of metals. There's nothing left for me to teach you. As an adventurer, you're like to find yourself in all corners of the realm. But wherever your road takes you, I want you to practice our craft for the good of all. Go well, Ruja, and may your toils never go unrewarded. Hey, if anybody else is still in Bees' chat, can you guys tell Chezek to go fuck himself? I already did it, but like I want other people to do it too, because it'd be funny. Anyway, we did it. You could say there was a minor mishap. I'll put this over here. Thanks, Otaku. Alright, well, mining complete. It's time for, the other thing. It's time to begin the Make It Rain campaign, which I don't remember where I get that quest. I think it's over by the Aetheryte. You don't even need me an excuse to curse out Chezek at this point, but I'm feeling merciful today. No, do it. It'll be funny. Oh, there it is. Over here. Does Ruja have a nice outfit for the casino? Yes. Here it is. Shusha. Kippy Jakaya. A golden opportunity. Kip Jakaya needs help penning her next hit article. Hi, who are you? You there, you have the look of the adventuring sort. I've been looking for someone like you to help me with my new piece. This is your golden opportunity to be immortalized within the pages of The Raven, Eorzea's premium tabloid. Rest assured that unlike reporters from more unsavory rags, I, Kipi Jakaya, credit all who contribute to my articles. What do you say? I promise that at the very least you'll leave this experience more enriched and with an appreciation for the finer aspects of journalism. Sure. Your contribution shall be much appreciated, I'm sure. Now, then, the matter at hand is this invitation, which was sent to the Raven offices from the Gold Saucer. We have been asked to write a piece on the festivities currently underway at the establishment. Naturally, as the Raven's most senior reporter, I was chosen for this privileged task. I carry the reputation of my publication on my shoulders, and there's no shame in recruiting an assistant or two with whom to share the weight. I need someone with keen skills of observation and dazzling insight, but failing that, you will do just fine. And judging by my previous experiences with adventures, you should be well equipped for the task, allegedly. So how about it? Can I count on you? Fuck no. Very good. Well then, let's depart for the Gold Saucer at once. The invitation states that a member of the staff awaits our arrival at Entrance Square. Shouldn't that be at the Entrance Square? Alright, well, let's get up there, I guess. Oop, okay. Good news, went for the throat? Good. You brought up the relics. I want to see, what did he say? Did like 4 or 5 of the quests or whatever easily. Oh man, congratulations, Chezek. You went ahead after, you know, weeks upon weeks upon weeks of not doing that. And falling behind. And us having to wait for you to fucking do it. Ask him if he crafted all the things himself. Ooh, man, lots of people to talk to. Like Euler. Yes, it seems all invited reporters have arrived. Understood, I shall proceed as planned. If only we at the Mithril Eye could deliver an exclusive interview to our readers. Here we are in Uldal's premier center of leisure and entertainment. The readers of the Harbor Herald will be eager for an inside look at the revels which take place in these gleaming halls. There you are, adventurer. Let's not keep our host waiting. What was the quest line with Keepin again? What happened in the year she was in? Great question. I don't know. Ah, you must be from the Raven. Allow me to personally welcome you to the Gold Saucer. With your arrival, all of our guests are present. Now, if I could have but a moment of your time. Isn't she that chick from the Evil East raids? No, I think that's a different person. Oh, damn, Chezek bought all of the items? That's crazy. What a hero. Buying all the crafted items. What a guy. I mean, I also didn't craft them, but, like, I also didn't ask Otaku to do it for me. They did. Once again, thanks for that, by the way. You do really, I genuinely, like, you really, actually, genuinely did not have to do that. Illustrious reporters of Eorzea, I welcome you one and all to the Gold Saucer. My name is Euler, actually it's Ollie, and I have the distinct pleasure of serving as an attendant here. As you are well aware, we are currently holding our most fabulous event of the year, the Make It Rain campaign. During its duration, guests may receive up to 50% more MGP, a currency which can be exchanged within these gilded halls for a bevy of fantastic goods. People of all stripes pour into the Gold Saucer during this event, eager to take their place of the generous bounty we offer. However, some in Eorzea have yet to grace us with their patronage, which is why we have invited the most esteemed reporters in the realm to partake in our festivities, and prepare sizable compensation for your resulting articles. Of course, a simple tour would hardly suffice to satisfy such curious minds as yours, so we have taken the liberty of preparing a little diversion for the occasion. Holy shit. Behold this masterful mammoth, made in the precise likeness of Godbert Manderville. We have hidden 4 throughout the gold saucer, 1 in each section, excluding the chocobo square. Using your keen reporter's sense to seek them out, and to the one who finds the most mammoths. We shall award an exclusive interview with the man himself, President Godbert Manderville of Manderville and Manderville, famed goldsmith and proprietor of dreams. Who? No paper has ever succeeded in securing a personal interview with Godbert Manderville. Can you believe our luck? He's right. An interview with Godbert Manderville would draw more eyes to the Raven than the news of another calamity. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? This isn't a competition to be taken lightly. That reward is worthwhile, to be sure, but most Master Thrall and I have come alone, while the Raven seems to have sent 2 reporters. I propose that the Harbor Herald and the Mithril Eye join forces. That would even the odds, methinks. I've no objection to that. To the winner go Manderville's secrets. To the losers, pitiful ignorance. Let's keep our eyes well peeled, adventurer. Huh? Then let us make an addendum to the rules. In the case both teams find the same number of mammoths, the swiftest to return will be judged the victor. Now let the mammoth hunt begin. Search every corner of our establishment, and may you find the bounties you seek. Okay, so the only place that we don't need to go is the Chocobo Square, I guess. Got it. If there are 4 wind-up Godberts hidden out there, we should each search for 2. You take Wonder Square and Round Square, and I'll cover the remaining 2 sections. An equal division of labor. Also, watch Rouge's thoughts be Godbert, the guy who made me and my friends rub salamander oil on him? I don't even know if we know that. No, we do know that was him, right? We heard his name. If anything happens, we can stay in touch via this link pearl. Now let's find those mammoths and win that interview. Which team of reporters will prove to have the keenest eyes and sharpest senses? I look forward to finding out. The mammoth looks just like him? That's true, but Rouge's... she's got bad eyesight. That's why she has the glasses, you see. Alright, let's see. Oh. Well, that's not very clever at all. You should have hidden him in a much better place. Come on. Hey, buddy. Oh, I don't like how he runs. That's really scary. Bad news, adventurer. It seems I wasn't quick enough to find the mammoth in Entrance Square. Please tell me you're faring better than I. I got one. You found one? Thank goodness. We're still in the running. I'll make haste to Event Square. Godspeed in finding your final mammoth. It's the final mammoth. I'm gonna put this over here. Wind-up Godbert, a perfect model of a compact gentlemanliness. This mammoth's clothes can be donned or doffed with the press of a button. Wow. Impressive. How do people get up there? Are you guys cheating? No, they're not. That's fine. Next up, gotta go over to the Round Square. And luckily for me, these bubbles cheat and tell me what floor the thingy is on. I like to think our little group is together for all these shenanigans, even if it's not shown in game. So if one of them doesn't, the others might. Exactly. Alright, let's see. Hi, sir. Yep. What the fuck? How do you get up there? I still have the headcanon that Nicola is in house arrest writing the guide until near the start of Heaven's Ward. Adventure, good news this time. I found the mammoth in Event Square. You found yours too? Then it's settled. That interview is mine. Oh, it is ours, of course. We must report our victory to Allier at once. See you at Entrance Square. Alright, here's my prediction for what's going to happen. We're going to go there, and it's going to turn out that one of the Godbirds, or that they also have 2 Godbirds. And, like, one of them is a fake. He jumped. I see. Godbird Manderville, well-known dragoon. Seems I was no match for you, adventurer. I found both mammoths before I even had a chance to take the lay of the land. I know who to call upon next time I need to search for treasure. Just a moment after I spied the mammoth, I spied the reporter from the Raven picking it up. Oh, if only I didn't stop for refreshments. Yeah, why would you do that? There you are. Quite impressive work, I must say. To think we would trounce the opposition so convincingly, all thanks to your eagle eyes. Welcome back, Mr. Shikaya has informed me that you were able to find 2 mammoths. Yep, here we go. Indeed, exactly two likenesses. The final results are as follows. 3 mammoths found by the reporters of the Raven, and 1 mammoth by the reporters of the Mithril Eye and the Harbor Herald. Which means that the Raven shall be rewarded with an exclusive interview with Lord Manderville. Congratulations to you both. But once you have sufficiently prepared yourselves, simply speak to me and I shall summon him forthwith. What do you mean by that? Sufficiently prepared ourselves. This is a dream come true, a scoop to surpass all scoops. I've made my preparations, so whenever you're ready, just say the word. Nope, that's the same. That's the same. And I get the wind-up Godbert. Excellent. Ollier stands ready to call upon the Gold Saucer's proprietor. I trust you are ready for the interview. I shall call upon Lord Manderville, so please wait here until his arrival. As for the Harbor Herald and Mithril Eye, I shall ask that you follow me. While none are as knowledgeable as Lord Manderville, our staff shall do their utmost to guide you upon an educational and, dare I say, entertaining journey of the Gold Saucer. You know, these guys are way, like, nicer about losing than I expected they would be, like, genuinely. I love his tiny shorts. Oh, apologize. Wait, sorry, hang on. I have to do a voice for this guy. Hold on. Hey there. Apologies for the wait. I take it you're the eagle-eyed reporter from the Raven. Accompanied by none other than my old friend Ruja, I see. You haven't decided to doff the mantle of adventurer in favor of a reporter's quill and ink, have you? Lord Manderville, it is a pleasure to make your personal acquaintance. My name is Keith Jakaya of the Raven, and I have the honor of penning this exclusive interview with your esteemed personage. This kind adventurer was kind enough to assist me on this project, so please consider her a temporary member of our staff. Johnny Bravo, is that you? I was kind of going for more like Kronk. Very good, very good. I'm overjoyed to host you both in my darling gold saucer. Naturally, I expect some initial awkwardness as I become accustomed to the process, but I shall do my utmost to bear both body and soul for your inquiries. Ask away. Peter. Your candor is much appreciated, Lord Manderville. Now, perhaps you might share with us some exclusive details regarding the Gold Saucer's creation. Oh, a simple question. I thought that you might ask to divulge the secret of my family's peerless beauty, which has been carefully guarded for generations. Steroids. Yes, well, I intend to get there in time, of course, but the objective of my article is to convey the charm of your establishment to my readers, and where better to start with than with the tale of its inception. I am actually really curious about this, and I haven't done this quest before, so, you know. Only a reporter of most masterful looks past the beauty of man to the beauty of what he has wrought. How delightful indeed! Come, allow me to give you the grand tour whilst answering your questions with pomp and circumstance. Let us head for the Aetheryte Plaza, which rests in the heart of the Gold Saucer. From there, I shall guide and show you why House Manderville's ingenuity knows no equal. By the way, Otaku, you'll have to remind me to do this voice. Well, first of all, Otaku, I'm going to be voicing Godbert when we do the quest line. You know the one. Just so you know. In case you wanted to pick any specific characters, I have to voice him now because of this exactly. Unless you can prove to me that you can also do a Patrick Warburton voice. I very much look forward to hearing the story of the Gold Saucer from the man himself. You can be Nashu. I figured you'd probably ask for that one. If there's any place you wish to see first, simply ask Master Godbert. You'll hear no objection from me. Some of the following events cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any whatever.
Allow me to welcome you anew to the Gold Saucer. I, Godbert Manderville, am at your complete disposal. Simply tell me where you wish to go and you shall have my personal escort.
Let's see. Entrance Square, Round Square, Event Square, Wonder Square. Let's go crazy. Let's start from the bottom. Let's go to the Wonder Square. I just can't hit the right tones for Kronk. I just tried it. Oh, that's a shame. What the fuck is that thing? Kill it! I really wish she just like punted it across the room. That would be very funny. No, she's following it to kick it.
Wonder Square was envisioned as a place where our patrons can kick up their feet and take in the wondrous scenery we've arranged for them. The second floor is equipped with a cocktail lounge which offers the realm's finest libations.
From what I've heard, this area is the most popular. Is it true that you even offer games hailing from the Far East?
You bet your fucking bippy. Oh, just so. Our Doman Mahjong has received great acclaim since its introduction here, even though players are constantly complaining about how they can't figure out how to play it. There's nothing quite like it in all the realm. It was brought to my attention by an employee who spent time in the Far East. There it is played as simple recreation, as a display of hostility, or in fierce competition among common folk and the nobility alike. Reason number one why you should visit the Gold Saucer. Doman Mahjong. Truly, it brings me great joy that people can come here to enrich themselves with games from distant lands. I only hope that we can introduce even more games from places far and wide to the people of Eorzea. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to do that, though. Stormblood the best.
Oh hey, look, they're the reporters, actually. I just noticed that. I'm stupid. I can't even play Verminion. Classic.
But there's still so much to see. Perhaps we should return to the Aetherite Plaza and consider the next part of your hard-won interview.
Give us a Hanish game? That would be nice. Okay, now we'll go to the entrance square. Oh, you can just end after going to one place? That's fucked up. I ain't doing that shit. Are they not actually going to tell us the history of, like, why the Gold Saucer was created? You got me fucked up if that's true. I'll kill you. Okay, thank God. Wait, okay, what?
5 years after the seventh umbral calamity ravaged Eorzea, Gold Saucer rose from the sands of Ul'dah, serving as a beacon for all in the realm who sought leisure and diversion. But the calamity had dealt the city-states a grievous blow, and each and every citizen worked tirelessly to see their homes healed. I built the Gold Saucer to be a place where the beleaguered could forget their worries for a time, and remember the feeling of a smile on their faces.
A noble purpose, to be sure, especially considering the amount of your own wealth you poured into the reconstruction efforts. To build a legendary monument of recreation during such trying times must have been a challenge, considering the resources and manpower necessary for such an undertaking.
But that is exactly why it had to be done, to give work to hands robbed of purpose by disaster, and thereby construct the backbone of a thriving academy. I owe great debt to each and every person under my employ. It was only by their hard work and diligence that the Gold Saucer was able to aid Eorzea in her time of need. Look at that fucking cactus. Crazy. As the cactus weathers our desert climbs, so too did my workers persevere with indefatigable spirit.
Economy. Hi, Emily.
For this reason, I chose the Sabotender as our mascot, with the appellation Sonor as a sign of respect for their contribution. Don't ask me what language that's from. Spanish is not canon. All of that being said, the Gold Saucer is no charity. Quite the opposite, in fact. All operation of this magnitude would soon shrivel to the sun without the steady flow of profit. There's much and more I could say on the matter, but alas, we only have so much time. Let us return to the Aetheryte Plaza and perhaps consider a change of scenery.
They don't need to form because he's a good employer, but if he caught wind of someone waiting to start a union, he'd be all for it. He's probably the head of the union. Well, actually, no, he wouldn't be the head of the union. He nominated somebody for the head of the union, because legally I don't think he would be able to do that. Let's go to the event square. What's going on over there?
Oh, as the name implies, this is where we hold our grandest events. At present, Masters Typhon and Yojimbo perform their regularly scheduled show to the delight of all and sundry.
Yes, speaking of this Master Typhon, I've heard tell that he's a terrifying monster whose sneezes are powerful enough to send someone flying off their feet. Pardon my directness, but does this not pose a danger to your guests?
Danger? Why no, not at all. That shit was fucking easy, boss fight. You can be rest assured that behind Master Typhon's frightening countenance lies the kind heart of a model employee who cares deeply for the safety of our guests. I remember the day we met fondly. Master Typhon had been ushered into our realm due to an attempt by the Thaumaturgist Guild to summon Void Scent. Don't ask why they were doing that, that's just kind of the thing they do. After a journey full of twists and turns that yielded him no means to return from whence he came, he decided to seek gainful employment. Once I heard his story, I knew he would be perfect for one of our attractions. After the requisite job interviews, I hired him on the spot. Albeit he did get off to a sticky start, unleashing sneeze upon mighty sneeze in alarming succession. However, once I realized he meant to only offer up a reprieve from that day's blistering heat, I thanked him for his kindness, and he's been amenable to constructive criticism ever since.
Wow. Literally the nicest demon that has ever lived.
Now, as much as I'd like to...
Okay, that's the same thing. There were spotlights on the stage. Yeah, I was wondering what the deal with that was, too. Child is screaming again. Take me to the round square. Please explain to me how a square can be round. How do all these squares make a circle?
Oh, the round square, yes. So famous for... rock. Ah, yes, of course. Mount Coral soars majestic over its domain. Have you ever seen its like before?
A mountain? Yeah, I've seen mountains.
I wager you haven't, for this peak of countless visitors climb and descend daily is a construction of my imagination. Do you know what inspired me?
A mountain? Inspired? This was fashioned based on a model?
That it was, but I'm not as surprised that the name wouldn't ring familiar. Mount Coral appears in a classic tale I used to enjoy immensely as a young lad. As a mountain that fed a booming mining industry, you could see how it would inspire the liberal use of explosives for this attraction. Huh? We procure our bombs from goblin artisans, thereby extending a unique commercial opportunity to merchants who might otherwise be shunned or feared by others. Naturally, we needed to ensure the explosives would create a thrilling spectacle without risk of injury. I spent many a day testing the efficacy of a variety of blasting powders upon my person. Oh, to be young again.
I would not read too far into that one. As I could expound upon this topic for moons, but I'm sure readers wish for an article as varied as the saucer itself is for the Aetherite Plaza, and consider where we might go next. I mean, he could probably take a few bombs. Yeah, I've seen enough. Yeah, I think I'm good. Very good. I believe I have more than enough information to write several articles.
It's been quite a while since I've spoken of my beloved gold saucer at such length. I do hope my ramblings did not bore you.
Far from it, Lord Manderville. I quite enjoyed your anecdotes. That's the word. Why did I think anecdotes? I'm going crazy. Anyway, as I'm sure each and every one of the Raven's readers.
I'm delighted to hear it. Stop staring at me. We built the gold saucer to revitalize commerce and rekindle the spark of joy in people's lives. That's why we put women in bunny suits. The men can wear bunny suits too. Oftentimes they just choose not to. Laughter and smiles are as much a lifeblood as food and shelter. This place serves to fulfill that all too elusive need. Not only for our patrons, but for our workers who tirelessly keep the gold saucer operating smoothly. My greatest hope is for their happiness.
And you can see, at this point, we finally learn why the game is called Final Fantasy, because no business owner would ever actually talk like that. And mean it. And he means it. I see. A beacon of joy, guiding people to the smiles they've forgotten. I believe I can use that. Thank you for everything, Lord Manderville. This interview gave me all I need for a phenomenal article.
Oh, it was entirely my pleasure. May your pen burst forth with inspiration as the clouds do with rain, or as the gold saucer does with MGP. Do be sure to speak with Euler on your way out. He has something prepared that I believe will bring a smile to your face. Ruja, I'll see you later. Like gold itself, the ideals which guide this establishment are immutable. I invite the both of you to return whensoever you please. Ruja, I'll fucking see you later, kid.
I would say that voice is about as good as my French accent. If not better. Hey, Ollie. Give me my shit. Oh, wait, hang on. Welcome back. Allow me to thank you once again for answering. Actually, I'm gonna just go click through this really quick, and then I'm gonna decline the quest, because I need to talk to her before I finish. Okay, there we go. I can feel the ideas bubbling to the surface already. I must start writing at once. Welcome back, and allow me to thank you once again for answering our invitation. The pleasure was all mine. It was an honor to hear such first-hand accounts from the Gold Saucer's founder. I see now that this amusement center was designed with much care for the people it serves. In fact, I'm thinking of entitling my article, The Gold Saucer, Where Hearts of Gold Reign. I hope it will convince more people to come and visit for themselves, and perhaps take with them a heart full of mirth. Of course, I haven't forgotten you, adventurer. I shall make sure to credit you in my article front and center. Before you depart, allow me to present you with a small token of our appreciation. Our event will be underway for some time yet, so we hope that you continue to enjoy all the Gold Saucer has to offer. And we got the wind-up little guy. Bye-bye! Now fade into existence. You too. Everything gold can stay. Wind up Godbert. No less gentlemanly for its compact size, this mammoth stands ever ready to do what only a Manderville can. That's mounts. I want minions. Fucker. Where is he? There he is. Godbert Vanderville, the realm's greatest goldsmith and distinguished proprietor of the Gold Saucer, created this automaton in his own likeness to serve as a prize for the Make It Rain event. It is guaranteed to enhance the gentlemanliness of anyone it accompanies. Splendidly suplexed, Lord Godbert, says Nashu Maharaja. We did it! Can you believe it, everybody? Anyway. I'm gonna go do my mini cac pod now. Let's see if doing it on stream will make it go better. Nope. Nope. Come on. Fuck. Whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I meant to do that. Let's do a quick run around of the Gold Saucer to see if there's any changed NPCs or anything. Nope. It's a good thing we found your mother, isn't it? This young lad was a great help in the search. Thank you, mister. Thank you. I feel like we should know who this guy is. Oh, how can I possibly thank you? That's the guy from last year's Rising. Oh, it is! You're right! I thought that was what he was. Good to see he's still hanging out. Nope, you're the same. Let's see. His sister must have been the reporter we just helped. Oh! Does he talk about having a sister? He mentioned his sister works for the Raven. Oh! Interesting! Yeah, I do not remember that event very well because, you know what, the reason I don't remember it very well is because I didn't do it with Ruja. You! You motherfucker. What are you doing here, you... I don't know why I'm mad. I don't hate him nearly as much as Nico does. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why you always wander around during events like this. Because you get to see some fun shit. Nothing here. Let's go. You go catching sight of Geralt. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anybody new in here. True! Hi, Kent. You've just joined us after the end of the... A glass of your best wine, and make it quick, woman. And you just joined kind of towards the... we're starting to wind down a little bit here. I'll probably spend the rest of the stream after we're done running around just reading some Beast Tribe stuff. But hey, you know what? Thanks for coming anyway. You hit the start of the stream? Oh, right, yeah, you know what? I saw you in chat. What am I thinking? In meetings the whole time? Fascinating. A complex interplay between light and the wood's natural form. What are you doing here? The architect of this space is truly a master of his craft. Well, you know, I guess Beaton's off to see stuff. That guy's just literally just sitting here. Sabotender told me there was fish in here. There's a million fucking people over here. Everybody go away. I'm looking for NPCs. Let's see. No pets allowed, my arse. This is also a character I feel like that's appeared elsewhere as well. But I don't... I admit I'm not sure where. I can feel it in my bones. Can you catch us, Kupo? No pets allowed. Person is there normally? Never mind then. What frightful mind thought these up, Kupo? It's not that bad, Kupo. These ladies are resting. What are you guys doing? Just hanging out? True. That lady's here normally. These guys are also here normally. I still don't know what this is supposed to be. I think these guys are training to be an idol group. If so, I wish them the best of luck. They're on a date. True. I would have got caught if you hadn't stayed hidden. I would have stayed hidden if you hadn't kept looking at me. We'll never win the Durai Memorial if you two don't learn to work together. Are these guys here normally, or are these characters from Little Lady's Day? I feel like maybe from Little Lady's Day? I don't fucking remember. I don't remember the NPCs that are normally here nearly as well as I should. Yeah, they're normal? Okay. Whee! If Bees was here, Bees would tell me to do my cactpot, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. Hey, it's this guy! One moment's as poor as a pauper, the next as rich as a king. Ah, what a magical place. What are you guys doing? Just looking at stuff? I can respect it. Maybe. I haven't found that other reporter yet. I assume he's around here somewhere. Look, it's Otaku! Remember when I was doing cactbots regularly? The place was always so crowded. Yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I don't really go here too often. It's just because, like, A, I forget, and B, I just don't care. I think we already checked this place, but I'm gonna go one last time. I don't know if I can't remember. I think I went up, right? I don't have glasses though. The rest of your folks do, but you don't. That's impossible. I always thought of you with glasses. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, we did go up here before. Okay, cool. Ow. Let me up. Okay. How are you supposed to be Nagi from the Neo the World Ends With You if you don't have glasses? Oh, I should get this. This is going to be important for me. Ballroom Etiquette Bewilderment, an illustrated manual of expressions that can be used to feign bemusement when confronted with difficult-to-recall acquaintances at social gathering. Used to learn the slasher back. It's going to be important for me. I need as many awkward emotes as I possibly can. What does that look like? I'm a Vieira, so it probably looks like shit. Let's see. Well, I can just type /aback. No, well, that's fine, sure. Well, I think that's everything we're gonna get out of the gold saucer. So, here's what we're gonna do. I wear sunglasses when I'm outdoors, but otherwise, minor prescription on my left eye, but overall my eyesight's fine. Do you have a monocle? Oh, god damn it. It's Gegaruchu. Why, hello there. Won't you show me around your fine establishment? My, you're quite good at this. No monocle? You should get a monocle. Those muscles, they're like tree trunks. Oh, she's checking out that guy. Check out the Verminion floor? Yeah, let's do that. Good plan. I always forget that exists, so... Is that man bothering you? He's bothering me. Does that count? Is that enough of a reason for you to kill him? I think it should be. Absolutely is. Excellent. Kill that man. Oh wait, what is that? Let's see. Pretty sure you guys are all normal. You're normal. I think you're normal. You know, one would think the 1.0 simulators, Finer Miner and On a Limb would have someone looking at them, but I guess not. Yeah, I mean, they did mention that there was no, like, competition on this floor, so maybe they just ignored it for the purposes of the event. Hard to say, but I don't know. I wonder who would show up if you were fully up to speed on MSQ. I don't know, because unlike normally what I do with events, where I do it on our Optimus first and then do it here, I did not have time to do that. And by that I mean I was bored and I didn't do it. And by the bored, I mean I just didn't do it. Oops. Oh wait, no, here he is. My readers would be very interested to know what items are on offer. Cool, alright, we're super done now. Hey, Gambler's trench coat, I already have that. Closet of Beast. Okay, I can have succubus horns. I can have archdemon horns coming out of my ears. Can't wear that. I can wear the funny goggles. Thank fucking God I can have the pig head on. Can you imagine if you weren't allowed to have the pig head on as a Vieira? I would riot. Let's see. Oh, well, I should probably pick all these up at the very least. Because it's shit to read, you know? It's only fair. You should get the Bokuto when you pick up Sam. Just for giggles. The Bokuto. That was, is that in here? Oh yeah, the wooden sword. Maybe, but I think I'd also like to save my MGP for now. Because I have plans for Sam. It's gonna be a little bit different than my normal classes, but hey. Geeky card. Roland card. Gold saucer card. Gold saucer attendant card. Excuse me. And Senorita Sabatender, like 1,000 adorable needles piercing your eyeballs. That sounds like it would hurt. Senorita Sabatender, one of the coveted prizes on offer at the Gold Saucer, the Senorita Sabatender is the charming niece of the iconic Senor Sabatender. Each example is said to be lovingly handcrafted by the realm-renowned goldsmith and park proprietor, Godbert Vanderville. Sabatenders do not shake, says Nanafon. Card list. Tonberry. Did I ever read this one? I don't know if I did. Little is known about this inscrutable race of man-like creatures that inhabits the ruins of Nim, a culture that reached its peak during the 5th Astral Era. Tonberries wear clothing and are adept at the use of complex tools, both of which would seem to suggest a civilized level of intelligence. Recently discovered text from Nemean times suggests that the green denizens of the Wanderer's Palace are carriers of a terrible pestilence. Sucks, dude. Siren, one sphere across the 5 seas. Today sirens are the stuff of legends, due in part to a thorough culling of the creatures some years past by renowned pirate Mistbeard. Recent sightings of the seductive she-devils, however, have once again have sea and landsmen alike exchanging tales of sirens entrancing entire ship's crews with their accursed songs, then feeding on their captive souls until all that remain are lifeless husks. Classic! God forbid women do anything. Gold Saucer Attendant. You look lost, honey. Why don't I show you around? Roland, something tells me you understand that which I have told you. Then you, perchance, share a similar dream. And Gigi, but how can I ever be accepted as your son if I remain a mammoth? We don't know who this character is yet, but don't worry about that. We're not going to know about it for a very, 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 very long time. Alright, where would be a nice place to have a sit down and read shit? Not there. There's a guy standing on that bench. Remember to contribute to the Ghost Trick Challenge. Yes, eventually you guys might someday break 1%. I'm trying to decide at what point I should just, cancel that challenge altogether, because, no offense, I don't think you guys are gonna make it. Random Transformers fact, you got it, Piop. 1 sec. We beat 0.5%. Sure. The bar near the statue? Oh, true. Yeah, I'll get there. As soon as I'm done with this Random Transformers fact, of course. Let's see. Several fan terms and concepts have become so widespread that they were eventually made canon by Hasbro. Such things include the Predacon ship from the Beast Wars being named Darkside, Subspace being an interdimensional storage space, Unicron Trilogy, and finally, Unicron Trilogy Hotshot being crazy and craving jam. Don't ask me about that one. Wait, it says 1% on my thing? Okay, congratulations, you did it. Only 99 more of those to go. How long has this challenge been going on? I feel like it's been going on for at least, 120 days. So, you know. Whatever 99 times 120 is, eventually you'll get there, I'm sure. It's a brick joke for the channel. A ghost brick. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna take a seat over here by the bar, as suggested, and oh, it's Roland himself! Hey man! Welcome, honored guest, to the Manderville Lounge. On behalf of Master Godbert, we shall do all in our power to see that your stay is a pleasant one. I don't think he's here normally. It will take us 32 years. I crunched the numbers. Awesome. Good job, Pia. Alright, before we begin with the reading of the Beast Tribe things, well, first I gotta fucking open it. Fucking hell. My computer's search function is so stupid. Let me open up where I have all these things. Okay, there we go. And also this, because I need it. And we're just gonna make sure we are where we need to be. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna run and take a quick break real quick. And by that I mean I'm just gonna put some stuff away, and then I will be back in just a bit to read all this stuff until my voice starts to hurt, which will be pretty quickly, I would assume. Alright, I'm back. Okay, here we go. I've been putting this off for so long because there's so much fucking shit to read, man. And like, hang on, let me just see. Can I get an idea of how many things I can? No, I can't. Okay. Well, here we go. We will be starting with the Kobold quest called Genius at Work. Let's see. 789th Order Dustman Bobu is a believer in equal opportunities. Zoga is so strong. Zoga is so smart. Haha, I think not. No, Zoga is neither strong nor smart. Tools make the kobold, and Zoga is simply rich enough to afford the best. Wealthy, well-heeled, rich. This is all Zoga is, and all he is, and nothing more. To wit, Zoga supplies his alchemists and acolytes with saltpeter so pristine you can see right through to the other side. Why, if our Bago had access to the shame, I shudder to think of the destruction it could wreak. Chaos, damage, destruction. Which gives Bobu an idea, yes, a notion. You will borrow, yes, steal, pilfer, borrow, the finest shards of saltpeter from Zoga's workshop of horrors. Bring to Bago as a present from you and me. Much lauded and appreciated we shall be. Crystalline saltpeter is beautiful to behold, yet deadly in the hands of a skilled bomb crafter. When you bring it to Bago, he says, yes, Bago is busy, very busy with, a present for me and my lovelies? The nerve, the gall, the audacity, the nerve! Bobu thinks my beauty's pale before Zoga, as he does. Perhaps Bobu would like to serve as my next test subject, yes? Feel their power firsthand, yes? I will take the saltpeter this time, yes, but you tell Bobu that he can shove the rest of the stuff where the sun don't shine. Woe is Bago, will no one ever understand my genius, my brilliance, my gift, my genius? Next, Speak not a whisper, friend. No, no, not a word. I can hear Bago screaming and shrieking in joy all the way from here. Yes, yes, any day now he will offer to take me on as his apprentice, his student, his pupil, his apprentice. Aspiring 789th Order Acolyte Bobu, it rings nicely to the ear. You just booted up your Switch, so I'm about to get a screaming message. Alright, have fun. Next up is, Get a Load of This, which is, I believe a Sahagan quest. Ho may prefer not to deal with finless ones, but he has wisdom enough to see the merits of employing one shore walker to kill another. What you playing, Emily? What do you think she's playing? If you had to guess, perhaps. It is a fact that the Serpent Reavers aid the Coral Tridents to attack trading ships. They guide the Tridents right to where the ships will be most vulnerable. The Reavers and these prey must be shorewalkers both, but it lies ill with me and my spawn brothers when the Tridents profit in any way. Those Reaver seamen who bespeak the Tridents, they are due to sojourn from the Serpent's Tongue to the Sapsa spawning grounds, suitable for an ambush, I think, right at the approach to the grounds. The Reavers sleep with the fishes? Good, they will guide no more Trident attacks. Sodden or dry, I say shorewalkers are not to be trusted. I weep not for any shorewalker ships lost, but the Clutchfather speaks of keeping our eye on the prize. War is the enemy, and these ties between the Tridents and the shorewalker pirates lash the sea to greater tumult. Next up is Glutton for Punishment, yet another kobold quest. Bobu is not enamored with the eating habits of his digmate. Stupid Bozu, brainless, witless, stupid Bozu, that plate was my prized possession. Yes, yes, my treasure. At this dig we will not eat well. No, no, we are near to starving, but some of us hold out hope that better days still await us. It is for the feasts to come, and come they will, that I fashioned the plate from a Doblin shell, crafted, shaped, fashioned with care. And what does Bozu do? He swallows my work whole, engulfs, ingests, swallows. I care not how hungry you are. No, no, not at all. Surely you can tell the difference between food and food vessel. You will take boom toss, yes? Scare Doblins from the shadows, cut shells from their backs. I must give Bozu a good talking to, a pummeling, a beating, a talking to. Boom toss, a more potent version of the bang toss devised by Bago. The noise it generates is loud enough to rouse even the laziest kobold from slumber. Soft Doblin shell, the discarded husk of an immature Doblin. You return from the depths with the shells I seek, yes? Yes, yes, say you do. Such exquisite shells. Beautiful, elegant, exquisite. These will make lovely plates indeed. Yes, yes, the finest utensils our dig has ever seen. Bozu suffers from stomach pains most severe. Wrenching, slinging, stinging severe. This will teach him a lesson. Yes, yes, teach him not to take others' handiwork for his dinner. Give me a sec, I want to check something really quick here. Fuck. Damn it, I thought that would make my job so much easier.
Oh, man. Excuse me.
I just went on the console games wiki to see if the Kobold Daily Quests, all the dialogue in there is cataloged. It is not. Emily just sent me a screenshot of the one of the biggest plot twists in Ghost Trick. Yeah? Yeah. Well, that's pretty normal, don't you think? God, man, I tell you, I really do not want to read more of these, I gotta say. There's so much. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's my idea. So, my idea currently, right now, is I think what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna read any more of these today. because my voice hurts and I don't want to do this on stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to the list of things that I will do for a video. At one point, for one of my videos, I will do a video of just reading all of the Beast Tribe quests. That's my current plan. Does that sound okay to everybody? Because this sucks. And I've already like gone back on my word by saying that I'm not by saying that I'm no longer reading all the Lev quests, because that's just too much shit. But like, I feel like I should do the Beast Tribe quests because there's at least some stuff there, you know. And I also still need to get pictures of all the Ixal stuff, but that also gives me more time to do this in my off time, and also gives me time today to do other stuff. Also, with that in mind, if you are currently here at my Twitch stream, then you should know that currently in the description of my Twitch page of my channel, there is now a link to my YouTube where you can find all of the VODs for all of my streams. Usually these will be uploaded usually the day after the stream is live, so this VOD will go up tomorrow on July 7th. And if you are here watching from my YouTube, there is a link in the description of the video for my Twitch stream if you wish to catch any of these things live. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for today.